This morning we have partnered up with the Grill on Gauge in Kennewick to introduce our new cooking segment. Mike Linden joins us with more on Mike's Local Gourmet. Mike?
Good morning, Kevin. I'm inside the kitchen, much warmer in here than outside. Here at the Grill on Gauge in Kennewick, I'm joined by the head chef of the Grill on Gauge, Chef Brian Hodges, where every week during the 6 o'clock half an hour, right around this time, every week on Thursday, today we're just previewing it, every Thursday, we're going to share with you some of Brian's recipes and tips for how you can cook like a chef at home. So Brian, what are we going to be preparing now?
Today we're going to do a penne arrabbiata. We're going to go through the steps of making it, the ingredients, and show you the finished product and how to make a relatively easy pasta at home.
Excellent. So Brian is going to start putting everything together while I start to explain a bit of the components just for time purposes here. So if we come over here and take a look at what's going on, arrabbiata literally means angry in Italian. So this pasta has a little bit of heat to it, if you can handle the heat, of course. So this is what you start with. It's a little garlic, olive oil, some fresh herbs, as well as some chili pepper flakes. That's what you can see here. That's where your heat comes from there, those seeds. That's the hot part of the pepper. Now, you cook that down until the garlic starts to turn a little brown. You obviously don't want to burn it because that flavor will take over the dish. Now, Brian just dropped the garlic in a pan next to us here, and boy, you can smell that fragrant garlic this morning. Now, once you've started to cook that garlic down a little bit, Brian's doing it over a pretty relatively high heat here, you look to your left, and that is where you want to end up. You want to add chicken stock, a little white wine. Of course, we're going to put the recipe on our website as well as on our Facebook page. And once you've added the white wine and the chicken stock, well, this is what you're going to end up with, a very fragrant, light, brothy sauce for your pasta. So, Brian, if someone doesn't necessarily prefer the heat or maybe can't handle it, what's a good way to maybe avoid the heat?
Just definitely omit the chilies and use a little less garlic.
Okay. So once you've then put your whole sauce together here, Brian, what are you adding into it now?
Right now, chicken stock.
Okay. So the chicken stock, what's that going to do?
It adds extra flavor and a nice roundness to your sauce.
Okay. So how long after you've added the chicken stock and the white wine do you want to reduce this for?
About 1/4.
Okay. All right, so reducing it, just getting all of those juices to kind of come together and thicken up just a little bit. And Brian, what kind of pasta are we going to be using?
Penne rigate.
Oh,
Rigate is the ridges in the pasta here. Okay. Also, if your pasta's already pre-cooked, you want to put it in this stage so it heats up and absorbs some of the flavor and finishes cooking if it's al dente.
Okay, so after it's finished cooking, how long do you want to treat the pasta for in the sauce?
Roughly reduced by half.
Okay, so a little, it's all about just taking it easy with this cooking here, but let me tell you, just standing in front of this pan here, it smells quite delicious. I myself am a huge fan of garlic, so this dish totally speaks to me here. So are we done, Brian? Is this all that's left to it?
We're going to have the tomato sauce now.
Okay.
We want to still have enough stock and wine in there so the tomato sauce mixes in nicely.
Okay, and you can use any marinara sauce, or if you have sauce prepared at home, you can put that right in?
Generally, I just use diced tomatoes or canned tomatoes and puree them.
Okay.
We'll do that.
Fantastic. So a little salt.
A little pepper. Bring that together.
And see, that's all you have to do. I mean, it's pretty simple. You can cook like a chef in your own kitchen. And from now through the end of the year at Grill on Gauge, if you purchase a gift certificate, 10% of the proceeds go to the Tri-Cities Union Gospel Mission. So again, from now through the end of the year, if you buy a gift certificate to the Grill on Gauge to eat Brian Hodges' delicious food here, you help out the Tri-Cities Union Gospel Mission. 10% of the proceeds go to the mission. And if you look one last look at the pasta here, all that we added are some chiffonade basil, which is just a fancy word for very thin cut up basil, a little Parmesan cheese.
Shade of Parmesan, not very much.
Not very much, just a little pasta, and you're all done. And that's it. So again, every Thursday at 6 o'clock, the 6 o'clock half hour, you can see myself and Brian putting together great dishes, chef quality on Mike's Local Gourmet. Until then, Kevin in the studio, back to you.